For the Bitcoin price, we have a decision time right now. Today we will talk with Carl from the Moon and DaVinci J15 about the likelihood of the Bitcoin price going towards 16,000 in the short or more or less mid-term. We will also talk about a psychological effect no one is telling you about. Very, very important. Make sure you stay here. Make sure you smash up that like button right now. And that being said, we want to come to two most important questions of today. Carl from the Moon and DaVinci J15, how are you both doing today, my mans?
I'm fine. I'm super fine being here with you guys.
I'm great, man. I love being here in Germany.
It's amazing, man. You know how to order a beer already in German language. So everyone also watch our YouTube stories on your mobile devices. You can watch the YouTube stories and, of course, subscribe to Carl's channel. What we will do right now is we will pull up the charts and we will check out exactly what this decision time is about and where the price might be going in the short and midterm. And we will have the brain juice of these two nice and amazing analysts combined in that episode. Make sure you do not miss out. Let's go on.
Yeah, well, we were looking at the charts earlier today, and we see that Bitcoin, right, looks like it wants to fall out of bed. But if we break down to the lower time frames, right? Let's see here. Go down to the 4 hours here. You can see a W pattern here starting to emerge. Now we have to break out, of course, here at this point in order to say, okay, we're going to go higher, or we could just roll back over and die. What do you think, Carl?
Yeah, so what we have already here in the chart is something that I very often look at, and this is the EMA ribbon, it's called. And it's a ribbon just basically with a bunch of EMAs put together. So it's the 20 to the 55 EMA, and this is on the 4 hourly time frame. So this means this is the 4 hourly ribbon. And as you can see, it's very often is very useful as an indicator of if we are in a downtrend or in an uptrend, and more accurately or more specifically when we change the trend. So for example, when we break down and get a 4 hourly close below, that is an indication that we're ready for a downtrend. When we get a 4 hourly close above, that is an indication of an uptrend. And we've had a downtrend ever since we got this 4 hourly close. And right now we are in an established downtrend in the short term. And as long as we are in this downtrend, I will remain bearish in the short term. We are seeing signs, just like DaVinci said, that there is the possibility that we might see the first signs of a reversal. But I will remain bearish in the short term until we can get that 4 hourly close again above the 4 hourly ribbon.
Which is approximately at, 10,900.
In this exact moment, the ribbon is at approximately 10,800. Yes. But in a few days, it will probably be, let's say 10.5K or something like that, because it will fall down.
So as soon as we go above, you will be more bullish biased.
Yes, because right now I am in the very short term, right, as we can see here, I believe that we are in a downtrend.
Do you have any price targets also in the very short term you are looking out for?
I was waiting for 10K, that is already met. So right now, I don't have an immediate target, because 10K, that was my target. But if we do fall below the recent lows of approximately 9.1K, then I still believe that 8.5K could be a possible target, but we need to break the previous lows, and in this exact moment we're not seeing that is taking place.
All right, DaVinci.
Well, this, as you can see, I'm drawing here the fib retracement. We're in this what's called the reload zone or a trade location, where if we see a W in this trade location, that's very, very positive, very bullish. But of course, this W has to play out where we actually break that last local top, and that local top is approximately, I think it's like $10,500, I believe.
Yes.
That's exactly where the EMA weekly 4 hourly ribbon will actually.
They will probably line up very nicely, so that would probably be a very nice level to look for a break.
Cool. Yeah,
so if you wanted to take this trade, I would say that you would have to go like. You would have to do from here, and you'd have to go all the way to the bottom, right? Because that you can't do this local bottom, because that's called a knob stop. right? But then this is the stop you'd want to hold. You'd want to take on the breakout, and you, of course, would have to go take a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So it's quite a big risk, which would take you all the way up to. Well, look at that, a breakout from this level,
What
which would
coincidence again?
Well, yeah, which would break the local high and then make us go high, probably higher, a lot
Very
higher.
quickly, the stop loss is at 9,530. We are looking at the I don't know, the profit take at the 2-to-1 ratio at 12,560 for everyone who cannot read the numbers. But also you were mentioning a price level, or maybe you both, especially in that specific area right here. So may you maybe tell us what happens when we break this level? Is there more room to the upside for good? What price targets are you looking out for when that happens?
Well, if I were to just make it a very quick summary, so I already told about my bearish target if we do break down below the bull flag we're currently in, or a bull pennant, which is a possibility. But if we do break to the upside in this bull pennant, then the next Fibonacci level above the 61.8% will be at $16,000, and so that could be a bullish target if we do see the break.
Sounds moon boyish, man. We
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
that is moon boyish.
We like that. So what do you think about the 16K level?
Well, I think I believe the 16K level is the number. I think that 17,000 is the actual 61 the 78.6.
Really?
I believe it's 17,000.
Can we look that up? Maybe?
Yeah,
The
let's take a look.
78.6.
The 78.6. But let's take a look. So if we were to pull this back to where was it?
The daily.
This is the daily. Yeah, we need to go to daily. That's right.
Also, everyone watching right now, make sure you stay here until the end, because we will talk about that psychological effect. It will give you a competitive edge solely because of you knowing about it already. So you do not want to miss out on that also.
So 78.6 says here it is around. Oh, look at that. It's Oops, I gotta wrap this backwards. Hang on.
So I'm thinking about another.
Yeah, it's at 7. It's what is it? 78.6. Oh, okay. Well, where's the top here? Look at the top. That's a local top. So actually, you know what? We need to go to a different chart here. What's this chart?
This is the futures.
This is the futures. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so let's go to the weekly. Oh, hang on. The weekly. You know what? If I bring up my chart here and bring up my
So what I was
picture,
referring to, if you take the Fibonacci from the all-time high of 20K
Yes.
down to the bottom, then I think the next Fibonacci level is approximately 16K or slightly above.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 16,100. You're right.
16,100
Yes,
because
you're
we
right.
had it in one of our videos.
Exactly.
before.
That's right. There it is. And there it is, right here.
Yeah, exactly.
16,100. So
Yeah,
that's actually a price target. Let's say we are going above the 4-hourly ribbon at 10,500. Then you are looking out for 12,560, something like that. If we were to break that, then even price targets of 16,100 are possible. Is there also any time frame attached to it? Just to wrap that one up. No time frame. It's just condition based. Whenever
yes.
we are hitting these different conditions. Okay, perfect. So we also have this effect we wanted to talk about. We cannot recap the exact name, but in that exact moment it is very, very relevant. So we wanted to talk about that. Da Vinci, can you tell us more about that?
Yes, exactly. If you were to be lost in New York and you didn't have a cell phone, you didn't have any way of communicating with your friend, where would you go in order to find that person? Where would you think to go so that you could both meet up? Most people would think Grand Central Station. So people have an idea of what they know other people will be thinking as well. And what's happening, what I've noticed, is that people have an idea that Bitcoin should be at $10,000 or above. And so there's what you see in the what's it called, where everybody's buying Bitcoin is around the $10,000 mark. They're putting their bids, right, stacking their bids just below the $10,000 mark to get some buys in there. And that also acts as a magnet so that people dump into it, but it also prevents the price from going too low, below the $10,000 mark. And I believe that most people believe that Bitcoin should be above 10,000, and I think it will probably remain above 10,000 for the foreseeable future.
Sounds great. Also, what we can see is on the daily candles, like it is going below 10,000, but it's not closing below 10,000. So what do you think about that effect, and what do you think about the 10,000 psychological level? Do you think we can break it to the downside? And if so, is there a high likelihood attached to it?
I think what Da Vinci says is it makes sense, because I do also believe that most people in the crypto space believe that Bitcoin is worth more than $10,000, and that's where the buoyancy, so to speak, comes from that you're speaking of. So I think that makes sense, but I don't think that 10K necessarily has to be such a strong level based on that, but for sure it will be significant in different time frames, for sure.
Yes, I mean, I think that everywhere I hear is people telling me, oh, 10,000 Bitcoin should not be below 10,000. There's no reason for it, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me. But if everybody believes it, that's what's going to actually come true. Yeah. I think because people are buying it, then they feel that, hey, I'm getting a discount there.
Something like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because in fact, 10,000 makes no sense at all.
No.
Because if it was only computers trading, then we would not have any of these psychological levels.
Yes.
So it's only human emotion making these levels even remotely significant.
Especially. And we have different fiat currencies. USD is just like the main one, but in euros or anything else, like it's a totally different number. So it really makes a lot of sense. For everyone watching that right now, make sure that you are also going to the Moon's channel. He's dropping like amazing content. Really, it is worth subscribing to it. It's just like 1 click or 2 clicks if you're hitting the bell also. Really recommend checking it out. We will put the link for his channel also in the description down below. He's an amazing guy. We had some lobsters together. It was really cool. So I don't know. Do you guys have any last words to say before we wrap it up for today?
No, I think this was really fun. This is my first collab with you guys. And let's do this more.
Certainly not the last one.
Yes, and people, don't get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you smash up the like button. And really see each other at the next episode of MMCrypto. Very important, right here, there's a Bible tutorial popping up. Click it right there, right now. We will see each other very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, guys, bye-bye.